Howdy folks, it's Brian. Thought I'd take just a couple of minutes today and talk about canning. Just a couple of quick thoughts, okay? I like to can a lot of the stuff that I pick. I've done green beans this year. I've done pickles until I'm tired of doing pickles. I like to can beets. I like to can jellies. A lot of different stuff. Today, I canned peas. Here's some pickles I did a couple of weeks ago. These are bread and butter pickles and fresh jalapenos in there. They're just delicious. But today I did peas, zipper peas. I know a lot of people freeze their peas, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with canning or freezing peas and other vegetables. I like to can stuff for a couple of different reasons. Two specifically, canning gives you a lot longer shelf life. I would expect these peas to be just fine in 2 years, 3 years even. I remember my aunt telling me a story after my grandmother and my grandfather passed away. They were cleaning out their house, and they said that they found jars of canned food under the bed. That's where you store canned food, I guess. So the way it's always been in my life. But they said they found canned food from the 80s. Now this was back in like 2000, probably 2005, 2006. They were telling me this story. But they said that they opened a can of green beans and they were fine. They didn't have a smell to them. I don't know if they ate them. I know that they opened them and checked them out. So canned food, when it's done properly, will last a really, really, really long time. In the freezer, not so much. You'll get freezer burn. It'll get old tasting. It'll dry it out. But with canning, you're not going to get that. You will start getting some discoloration after quite a few years. But as far as the ability to consume that food, you're going to be okay. I wouldn't take a jar of pickles that was 10 years old and eat them. They're going to be mush, okay? You can't, let's use some common sense, okay? There's certain things that you just don't want to preserve for a super long time. Another reason I like to can a lot of vegetables is simply because of cost. But a couple of different things. I don't have a whole lot of freezer space, and most of my freezer space is for meat. Okay, I enjoy wild game. And I also enjoy, let's say, homegrown meats, okay? So my freezer space really is for those types of items that I'm going to consume within 12 months. And then the biggie is cost. If I was going to freeze, I canned 26 pints, so that was roughly 14 quarts of zipper peas today. So I canned that. 14 quarts in the freezer is going to take up a tremendous, pretty good amount of space. And then I've got to pay the electricity to keep it frozen. If we have storms, we have power outages or whatever, I've got to start becoming concerned about that food within, let's say, 24 hours, okay? We've had a couple of hurricanes the last couple of years, and thank goodness for a generator, we were able to keep freezers going and not lose those items. But let's think realistically. Why do I want to store food in the freezer and pay for the electricity to keep it frozen if I could just have it under the bed or in a closet, and then just go get it and eat it whenever I want to? There's no reason for me to spend the money on that electricity over the years to keep that food fresh and edible, if I could can it. Yeah, there is an investment in the jars that very first year. Sometimes you can find a deal on jars at yard sales, or sometimes even Ball Canning has specials on their jars, and you can run into some deals like that. So yeah, first year you've got an investment in some jars, but think about it. Every subsequent year after, the only thing that you're buying is that lid. You're not buying rings. Rings, they don't go bad ever. I've never seen a ring go well. Sure, rings do go bad, but you can reuse them over and over. The only thing that you really got to replace every year is that lid, and that's I've heard of people reusing lids, but I don't like to. You want to make sure that seal that you have on that jar is going to stay intact. If that seal breaks and it sits there with an open seal, that's no good anymore. So those are my thoughts on canning, and I just wanted to share them with you. And y'all take care. God bless.